that is more conversational than music, you just stick to it.
I think Radio Europa they do some lessons on there for,
That's right.
I'm not sure if it's for the English for the Spanish or the Spanish for English, but it's in both. But
Right.
because it's a learning
Kind of
show, it doesn't matter which one you're trying to learn because it's spoken slower.
Exactly. But anyway, you know, if you can listen to any Spanish station, then it will familiarize your ear with the language, you know, because you have to bear in mind that in a language, in any language, you have to learn different skills, pronunciations, reading.
Because because certain words are relevant in certain sentences, like anywhere, you know. But it takes time to understand that, you know, because I think, like I was saying, that because the language is quite simplified in many ways, it's understanding where these words fit in. Because sometimes it's just like, even though it's the same word, it's not appropriate in certain sentences.
Yeah.
So I think that is something that takes a bit of time. But I know my wife, one of the things she does is she puts Spanish subtitles on Spanish TV as well.
Right.
Because they do, like I said, they do speak fast, which you know, at least with the subtitles, it allows you to catch up a little bit, but also pick out the words that you're suddenly going, what's that word? You know, because you can write it down and Google it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. You know, any language is a puzzle, and then you start bringing pieces into your brain, and all of a sudden, if you endeavor into this work, you know, in 2 years' time, you will find that your vocabulary is expanding, and then you manage to keep a conversation, even if you are not managing the tenses correctly. It doesn't matter.
They understand.
Exactly. You know, and then the more you feel confident with it, and that you can navigate into a conversation, even with mistakes, then that will bring more interest into you in aims to perfectionate the language.
Because I know my wife April, she talks to everybody in Spanish, no problem, like fluent, and they understand each other. They practice their English on April. But she actually taught somebody recently, because they had to take
an English test,
an exam, to get the job. And April taught them English, and they passed the exam.
Right.
And I think they got nearly 100%.
Right.
But it's trying to get, because April was like, my Spanish, you know, I'm not good at Spanish. She's almost fluent, but it's just like you said, it's confidence, because as you get more confident, you speak to more people, and as you speak to more, they correct you as well.
That's right. Yeah. The good thing with the Spaniards is that as long as you show interest in the language, they want to help. You know, and that is a plus. You know, I have heard a lot of English or Dutch or Scandinavians that when I talk to them in English, you know, then they say, no, please, Spanish, because I want to learn. But then as you enter into the conversation and they start lagging behind and you want to pursue with understanding each other, you end up talking in English.
You end up with multiple languages going on there.
But then, as long as you, as a Spanish-speaking person, if you see the interest in the language, I don't have a problem with sharing it.
That's it. That's good. I'll tell you what was funny. We had a neighbour, because they had the pork festival in La Mata recently. Everyone brought barbecues down to the beach, and but April had asked what was going on, you know, when we were to our French neighbour.
Right.
The funny thing is, the French neighbour doesn't speak English.
Right.
So my Spanish isn't great.
Right.
So we ended up with a conversation that was in English, French, and Spanish, to get the point, because he was looking for my wife because he'd gone and spoke to a neighbour, and it was in all three languages just to get the point across, because we knew words in each one, but you find a way. But
well, I was in the notary completing on a deal I work with a lawyer's office in Quesada, and we went to the notary, and then the partners of the office, they were talking in Valenciano with the notary, because being civil servants, they know Valenciano. Then I was translating to Dutch guys in English, you know. So in this room you have easily 4 languages being spoken, you know. But we were doing a very important deal, you know, and then we had to understand each other, you know. So, and it got done.
That's it. I will say though, in Spain I find it much easier to deal with people, because it's not. I don't really see the sense of urgency here. nobody's in a rush to do anything. Everybody was quite happy to sit and go through it and get it done. It's not like the UK or everything where it's often just rush.
Yeah.
It's more a case of it can wait till tomorrow here, but it's but you can go through things quite a lot with people.
Mind you, when credit for the UK, when I was in London, I appreciate people. I was in the streets and I was asking for directions, and I was ashamed that I couldn't get my message across. And I had people waiting for me until I managed to get my message across.
Yeah.
And I imagine this is London because they are more accustomed to receive foreigners, But yeah, I appreciate that. It was a nice experience. That's what makes London London.
Yeah, I mean, I like working in London. I go to London quite a lot.